As they moved deeper into the woods, Theo began to notice the beauty around him. Sunlight filtered through the trees in golden beams, illuminating patches of wildflowers. A small brook babbled nearby, its water sparkling like liquid silver. The animals seemed to communicate with one another seamlessly, forming a cohesive team. At one point, they came across a fallen log blocking the path. Theo tried to climb over it, but slipped and scraped his knee. Tears welled up in his eyes, but before he could cry, the deer knelt beside him, as if offering its back. Theo hesitated, but then climbed onto the deer's sturdy back. The deer stood gracefully and carried him over the log, while the other animals cheered in their own unique ways. "Thank you," Theo whispered, patting the deer's neck. He felt a deep sense of gratitude and awe for these creatures who had become his unexpected allies. As twilight began to descend, the forest grew cooler, and shadows stretched longer. Theo's hope wavered slightly, but the fox barked reassuringly, as if to say, "We're almost there." Finally, they reached a hill that overlooked a small meadow. From the top, Theo could see the picnic site in the distance. His family was frantically searching and calling his name. Theo's heart leaped with joy and relief. "That's them! That's my family!" he exclaimed, waving his arms. The animals seemed to share in his happiness. The blue jay flew ahead to alert his family, its vibrant feathers catching the last rays of sunlight. Theo turned to the animals and knelt down. "Thank you," he said, his voice filled with emotion. "I'll never forget what you've done for me." The deer bowed its head, the squirrel twitched its tail, and the fox gave him one last playful bark. Then, as silently as they had appeared, the animals melted back into the forest. Theo ran down the hill toward his family, who enveloped him in hugs and tears of relief. He tried to explain about the animals that had helped him, but his parents chalked it up to his vivid imagination. Only Theo knew the truth about the magical bond he had formed with the forest creatures. From that day on, Theo never forgot the kindness of the animals. He often returned to the forest, not to venture recklessly, but to leave small offerings of nuts, berries, and seeds as tokens of gratitude. And though he never saw the entire group of animals together again, he sometimes caught glimpses of the fox's orange tail or heard the blue jay's cheerful song, reminding him of the day the forest became his friend and savior.